Welcome back to our major discussion for today. It's making the rounds already. People are tweeting about it, talking about it. And we actually ran a poll on Twitter, which we'll be bringing back this morning. But we are talking fertility, we are talking sperm bank, we are talking what some women go through to actually have their dreams fulfilled, the dream of having babies, and what some men out there are also doing, like this guy in this very documentary that will be playing, who says, he's not quite a hero, but he is fulfilling scripture. He's being fruitful because he's multiplying the numbers here on earth. And it was our colleague, Emmanuel Samani, who put that piece together. If it's ready, let's take a watch or let's take a listen to it, and we'll come back to studio to further continue the discussion. Bella is here as well to help with the discussion. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm well.
We haven't seen you this early, officially on set in a long time.
Well, I'm on leave, so I'm chilling.
Sorry?
I'm on leave.
So you're chilling?
I'm chilling.
So then why are you here this morning?
Well, you asked me to come, so here I am.
That's why
we asked you to come.
Bella, please don't start.
All right, so the video is ready now. Let's take a look. We'll come back.
We all know about the assisted reproductive techniques, the most popular of them being IVF. IVF simply translates to fertilization outside the body in test tubes. This baby-making method was made popular after the birth of Louise Brown in Oldham, England in 1978. 44 years later, millions of babies have been birthed through this method. Fast forward to today, another kind of assisted reproduction is on the rise and gaining grounds in Ghana. Third-party reproductive procedures. This involves sperm and egg donations.
If you are short of blood, you are bleeding from something, you go to hospital, you need blood, we have blood donation program. So we have egg donation, we have sperm donation.
Dr. Kinakulabi has been into fertility medicine over the past 3 decades and says sperm donation as well as egg donation is on the rise in Ghana.
We can't create the egg itself, and now it's not there. And any egg will do. It doesn't matter it's a white man's egg entering the black body. No, it will do. I have a list of 26. More than half, if I can count, more than half are for gamete donation.
Though the process of egg donation is much more complicated, Dr. Labi says more and more women are willing to donate eggs.
Let's start with the egg donation. It's commoner there. It's commoner there. And they go through IVF. Some people have gone through IVF. That is getting eggs from them, we call them self. They get the IVF, we stimulate them to produce a lot of eggs, put them in a plate, a petri dish. It used to be the test tube, but now it's a plate, small plate, called a petri dish. Then we try to sort out the eggs one by one.
Curtis Jackson, not his real name, has been donating sperm to help couples struggling to conceive. He tells me what led him to begin donating sperm.
I had a couple of friends in the university, and I wanted to know how they got their money and stuff, because they always look good and okay, so they introduced me to them. Well, I donate every week, so let's say every week 2,500 Ghana cedis a week. Well, as long as we have surrogative mothers, I think sperm donation is real as hell. So some also, not the fact that some need children or something, and not the fact that I also need the money as well. I think I'm helping the society.
When you finish, he would have said he's not quite a superhero, but he's just helping with procreation. But our colleague Emmanuel Samani was the one that put this piece of documentary together. Welcome one more time, Sumani.
Thank you.
Why this documentary? What informed it?
Well, we know that fertility rates over the past few decades has been dwindling, and we live in a society where once you get married, in a few months, they're like, hey, where's the baby? Where's the baby? Where's the baby? And of course, this is a real issue out there that a lot of people face, couples battling infertility. And most of them resort to IVF and the like. So I'm wondering, okay, is IVF the last resort, to make people's dreams come true of becoming mothers and fathers? And then I chanced upon third-party reproductive procedures, which includes gamete donation, i.e. sperm donation, and egg donation. And then we have surrogacy as well, where someone carries your pregnancy for you. So this is something that is not really mainstream in Ghana. So I thought that, okay, if couples are finding it difficult to, for example, pay for IVF, how about, they go for someone's gametes, that is a sperm on egg, to help them, become mothers and fathers. So that's what informed this piece, really.
Now, in your findings, is this very popular now in Ghana? Is this something that people know about? How good are people informed about this?
So I think with third-party reproductive procedures, it's like, if you know, you know. If you don't know about it, you don't know about it. So I think that also one of the objectives of this piece is to educate the public, for them to know that, yeah, I mean, of course you can adopt, but you can also get a donor.
Right.
Like Dr. Kenakulabi says, if you require blood in the hospital, you get a blood donation. And so this is also to still a spotlight onto the fact that you can have a baby, but through someone else's sperm or egg.
And this is common practice. I mean, I'm asking that because, again, it's based on knowledge and how well informed people are on the fact that they can even donate to make some money. Was it easy getting someone to do it? And in doing so, did you discover if there were actually a lot of people who were involved in this?
Yes, so like I did indicate earlier with Dr. Labi, so on the day of recording, he had about 30 people who were going to have some procedures, and about half of them were procedures through in which they would be using other people's gametes. So if you do the math, or if you...
You mean women, 30 women?
So not just women, so couples who are battling infertility,
so there were
and
like
they need
30
help.
cases that day.
30 cases, and half of them were going through third-party reproductive procedures, that is the sperm and egg donation. So it means that it's actually on the rise, and people, more and more people are becoming open to the fact that, I mean, hey, if we can't, produce eggs, or we can't produce quality sperm on our own, maybe we can go for help from someone else.
Was it easy getting people to talk about this?
That was one of the most difficult things to do, especially with this document. As you noticed, the guy I interviewed wanted to be anonymous, and for reasons best known to them, but they don't want to be known as sperm donors, because these are people who have their careers, who are prominent people out there in public, and so they don't want to be known. It's like a taboo because of the kind of setting in which we are. People think that if you donate your sperm, morally, it might not be good and all that. But like Curtis Jackson said, he's helping out.
Not his real name.
Not his real name. Being
You chose that of all the names in the world. But what's the process like, and what qualifies you to be able to donate either your sperm or your egg?
Well, so what I know is that usually for men, you need to be between the ages of 18 to 29, depending on the fertility clinic that you visit. Yes.
That young. You can't go beyond.
Yeah. So the idea is that the older you get, the less quality of sperm that you have. So when you're younger, you have more testosterone, which equals to more sperm.
We thought it was just as the women.
No.
Who get weaker eggs.
So
sperms also get weaker with time.
Yes, as you age. But the thing with women is that you have a set number of eggs that you can produce in your lifetime. Viable set number of eggs. But for men, we produce eggs on a daily basis.
Sperms.
I mean, for men, we produce sperms on a daily basis, unlike human. So you have a fixed number of eggs for your lifetime.
I see.
Okay. Yeah.
So only that, or do they check your mental capacity?
Yes. So
and a lot of other things?
It's a whole lot. You go through genetic testing, you go through infectious disease testing, for example, HIV, hepatitis B, hepatitis C. You go through some IQ test as well, sickling.
IQ test?
Yes. To ascertain your mental acuity.
I see.
Yeah, to ensure that, the baby that you'll be producing is sharp. And for some reason, babies that are born through these methods end up like they're really smart. I don't know
They're
why.
And they select the finest.
Exactly.
Wow.
So yeah, it's a whole lot, and the couple would see a photo of you, and then that's how they select that. Okay, I want my baby to look like that, because you have a specific feature, maybe in terms of height, in terms of color, in terms of, you know, some people go as far as choosing the ethnicity of the.
Oh, they do.
Yes.
But tell me, so Curtis Jackson, who is getting paid 2,500 cedis per week for his donation, this 2,500, who's paying it?
So okay, let me clarify.
Yes.
They're not buying the sperm.
Okay.
So this is more of a token of appreciation that, okay, take this as a thank you.
Do you know why I'm asking? I'm asking, so is it the hospital that's paying the 2,500, and then when the couple come, they now get charged 10,000 or 20,000?
So it's the clinic. The clinic would pay
The 2,500.
the token.
Okay.
And it varies from clinic to clinic.
Okay.
It's a token of appreciation.
Then when the couple come, how much do we pay to get the
So
sperm?
you don't pay for the sperm, you pay for the procedure.
Service. Okay.
The service.
So like that's what many people were asking the question. So is it as the couple who are just paying the token of 2,500 to the
So
donor?
the clinic will
pays
pay
the
the,
money.
donor
Okay,
as a
okay,
token of
okay.
appreciation.
Right.
Mind you, you cannot buy
Okay.
sperm or an egg or an organ.
Right.
Now, why do they call it the sperm bank?
Exactly. Why is it a bank then?
Well, I mean, you're saving it there. I mean, you
You're
save your money at
collecting
the
it
bank,
and
and so
keeping it
you're saving some of this.
So then now when that couple come, they now pay for the procedure.
Yes, they
How
pay.
expensive is it?
So with the procedures, it depends on the fertility clinic. So the prices are quite competitive depending on where you go to and where you think that, okay, this clinic will give me the best of service. So that depends solely on the clinic.
But from your findings, what's the range?
I can't say that for
very
sure. It's
dependent
very
on-
dependent on the type of procedure you're going through and all that, and the type of technology, because
Right.
these technologies are very advanced. And so it depends on the clinic.
But
as
were
well.
you surprised about the way this story was received and the fact that instantly when it was posted, there were so many young people who were asking,
Now,
where can
yeah,
I
where can I
donate
go
my
and
sperm?
donate? Yeah.
If we're making this much money in a week, we might as
I
well.
tell you, after the story aired on Saturday, so on Sunday, that's when we posted on our social media handles. My phone
Was buzzing.
was buzzing. It got hot.
Hey.
Well, be a business.
What phone
Inquiries.
are you using? China phone?
Oh, no, it's not
How
my
did it get
phone.
hot?
He's got two phones. He's got two phones actually.
And I really didn't expect to because it was trending at a point.
Yeah.
Curtis Jackson was trending on Twitter, and it was crazy how so many people. I mean, the clinic in which I work with, they were telling me they had over 1,000 calls on Monday,
Oh, wow.
and 1,500 calls subsequently. So
Because they want the money or because they
Exactly,
also
that
want
was
to
just
act
what I
as
was
heroes
gonna
and
ask, yes.
So- so
populate
Is
the
it
earth?
the money or people
I think
just
people want to do it for the wrong reasons,
Right.
Which is?
which
The
is
money.
the money.
Is that not why these other... That young man said, well, his friends were looking fine.
Yeah.
So he was wondering where they were
that's-
getting the money
you
from.
should not donate because of the money.
You should donate because of what?
Because you want to help out.
Help out who?
Because you wanna,
You want to help out yourself.
yeah, I mean,
You need the money.
That shouldn't
so
be the
it's,
premise. That
it's
shouldn't
mutually
be
beneficial.
absolutely, but that shouldn't be the premise of the donation. You shouldn't say that, okay, because I'm making some 2,500 CDs, I'm going to
Oh,
donate.
no. This
my
one, I
sperm or
won't
egg.
agree.
No, really. I mean, it should
Charlie,
be
if you're
because-
hungry and you have other qualities,
but I
you
mean,
can actually
I mean,
donate
Bella,
and make some money.
Let's say you've donated and you get 2,000. It's going to finish, and then what?
Why do you think the surrogates actually become
Yeah.
surrogates? Because they just want to help or because they need the money?
They need
Well,
the
they
money.
need better money, and
Because they
with
need the money.
surrogacy too.
Yeah.
I mean, the money is quite good
They
if
need
you
the
ask
money.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go on the streets actually and find out if people would actually donate their sperms or eggs and for money. He says to help. So we'll see if there are people who say that, well, they don't want the money, they just want to help struggling couples. Take a look.
I'll exchange my sperm for cash if it's in another currency, but if it's in Ghana cedis, no, I won't exchange it for cash. US dollars, yeah.
No, I won't donate my egg for money because the one I'm donating, I don't know where he is, so I can't do that.
No. I've not really thought about it before, but no. I won't. I'm not sure I've been pushed to that corner yet. Like, I don't see the reason why I should. The money is not convincing enough and everything. So
for the donation of the eggs, I won't do it, because in the long run, I might meet that child somewhere and might hurt that child, not knowing the child is my child. But if I could get somebody to carry my own pregnancy for me, that's what that one day I would do. But for donation of my eggs for somebody, I don't think I can do it.
I don't think I would do that, because what of the situation where your children go to marry each other? Because you give birth and then you have donated your egg to someone else and those two come together. I don't think it's right.
I won't donate my egg for cash. Not in Ghana. If they'll fly me to abroad, yeah, I will. Why not?
No, I wouldn't do that. No. Is there a reason? I think that I was not brought up that way, and then my beliefs and values do not align in that way. So, no, I don't think so.
Okay, yeah, it's also to donate for someone who is in need of a sperm. Yeah, even, yeah, I'll do it in order to help the person. Yeah, I know that either the person is in dire need of a child. Yeah, I've been someone that after getting married for 7 years, getting to 8 years before my wife gave birth. So I'm sure, yeah, I understand the condition.
Some people use it as makeups to clear off pimples of their face, but I've never tried it before.
What I know is no MF, it works. Yes, tried and tested. That when it's smeared on your face, it heals acne. So yeah.
Yeah. One thing that I know, we've been advised not to. At least they always say the prostitutes, they use the sperm. At least they sell it. When you go and sleep with them, they take the sperm, then they sell it to these young guys.
Okay, so I mean, I like the first guy who said he set it off rightly. He says that if it's another currency, he didn't state which currency. What if it's naira? Would you still accept it? But that's how much money people want to make from this. But of course, majority of the women said they won't do it because they are not sure if they were brought up that way. But very specific, that woman who said, what if they get married? What if the kids that I have to populate the earth meet some years later and get married?
Like
that must be that must be a very major concern.
And this also happens elsewhere, in these developed countries that they go take a DNA test and they find out that they are brothers and But I think that with women as well, it's not as simple as it seems because it's a whole process. You have to go for certain injections to stimulate the production of the eggs before it's collected.
How many injections? Do you know?
So I think every week, intermittently, it's a number of processes. You go for injections, and then you even have to go through anesthesia to numb, that area, and then before they pull in the tube, and you should see the probe. It's quite long as well.
Per your research, which one is easier for humans to do? To donate to people you know, or to donate to people you don't know at all?
I think donating to people also has its own implications in the future. You can have a claim to that child, but if you don't know where that child is going, you don't have a claim because anything can happen.
Right.
So I think that donating to a couple that you don't know is per my opinion. I think that's.
So what's the process? How is this donation done? If I'm eligible, I've been tested, everything is okay. Can I do it from the house and bring it?
No. So for women, you can't do that because it has to be collected through a probe.
Okay. How about the guys?
For the guys, so for example, when you're doing semen analysis in the lab, you can do it. You can do it in. So you can do it at home, and then keep it to yourself because it has to be at body temperature. So you can do it at home, provided you don't live too far away.
Okay.
And then you keep it to yourself.
When you say don't live too far away, how many minutes
because how many
hours
minutes after ejaculation should I get the product to the clinic?
Ideally, you need to produce the sample in the clinic.
Ideally.
Ideally.
So you go to the clinic and go and
Yeah, so there's
a place where you can do
where
that?
you go.
Do they
and
help
then you-
stimulate your body?
Of course not.
Oh, they
you
don't.
have to do it. No.
So
you do
far,
it
so
on
make
your
it 2,500. I should help you
Yeah.
stimulate your Go and do the work. Nothing comes easy.
Okay,
Yes,
work
yes.
for it.
So ideally, it is collected at the clinic
Yes,
or at
it
the
is.
hospital.
It is collected.
So if maybe you've had intercourse with your girlfriend, I mean, yeah, we say that you have to have sex with your wife, but so you come in a sperm.
Yes.
Can't you carry that tube close to your chest
So-
to the hospital and say, I'm finished performing?
No. You didn't.
You just give me a here to collect my money.
Best served fresh.
Just give me a stick. But it will still be fresh. When you are done, collect your accoutrement.
Best served fresh.
Tight, it's not
Best
saying
served
tight and
And you see, it has to
that.
be in a sterile container and all that as well. So
But what if I have
it's
the
best-
container at home?
best served fresh.
How small or big should the container be?
Oh no. So it's about the
So
size.
the regular container they give in the hospitals when
Yes,
they're going to
for
do
for urine
sample
samples.
tests.
for urine- so must it be
something
full?
like
That's all?
No. It's just usually a tablespoon, and because a tablespoon
Is that-
has about.
Where's the screen?
About
Oh,
a minute.
there.
Right here.
That's the tube.
Yes.
So the one
no, this
with
is
the
too
blue
long.
lid.
So the shorter version.
Oh, it's too long.
Yeah.
You can't fill this.
No, you can't fill it. No.
But let me fill it so you calculate how many weeks.
No, you can't
How
fill
many
it.
weeks worth
You
of
can't fill it. You can't
products I'm
fill it.
giving you, then you pay me accordingly.
No. Because if you even produce half of that, you have millions of sperm in there.
So that should last a year. So we calculate according to.
No. So
No?
it's per container, I guess.
per container.
Yeah.
I see.
Okay, quick question. You said per container.
Bella.
What if I bring 2 containers?
No idea. It's between you and the clinic. You and the clinic. But it shouldn't be about the money, honestly, guys. It shouldn't be about the money. It's about helping couples who are struggling to,
Samani,
conceive.
let's be honest. I'm sorry, but if you say let it not be about the money, there are people who are in dire need.
But
And
that-
if
you
they're
see,
seeing
that you're
this,
doing it
of
for the
course,
wrong
you are helping another couple, but you're also helping yourself. So if you're looking at it, at the fact that every week I'm going to make this amount of money while I'm helping people, why not?
Yeah, and I also should put out that I think there's a cap, there's a limit to how much sperm or semen you can donate per clinic. And then again, another point that I wanted to highlight with this documentary is the fact that we have no laws governing gamete donations, surrogacy here in Ghana. So we rely, because we're a common law country, we rely on the laws of other countries.
Yeah.
So we need to,
To guide us.
have our
So
own.
we need to have our own laws.
Absolutely.
So
To
that I can
protect-
come later to claim the
Absolutely,
child.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you sign
Agreements and
all that, but we need like the laws to put in place to ensure that the donors and the recipients are both protected.
You know what I'm imagining?
What are you thinking?
I don't know that I've given my egg or whatever to
Yeah.
Bella. I'm dropping my child at kindergarten in 2 years, and I
Then
see
I
another.
see- Exactly. That looks like
Yes,
me.
that looks
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
me.
That's gonna be
And they're in the
scary.
same class, and I see the child, and I'm like, oh, this
I
probably
that
2
probably
years
is
ago.
my
you
child
know.
as well.
Yeah,
That's
and
scary.
you'd have an
Exactly.
emotional.
But for the
attachment.
men who donate, I know for women, you have to undergo the whole fertility
Yeah.
treatment thing. For men, do you have to know what to eat? Are you put under some strict diet?
Not necessarily. So then again, before you donate, I think you have to go through some semen analysis to ascertain the quality of your sperm.
Okay.
And of course, yesterday I was on Sunrise on 3FM 92.7, where we spoke to a dietitian who says gobe
Actually produces more sperms.
helps you to, because of the fiber content
Hey!
and the protein and the oil.
Can we catch this part of the conversation? It's going straight on Twitter.
Gobe helps you
quality
produce
sperm.
quality sperm with your contemporary,
We
the
have put
seeds.
this out.
Gobe
will
you-
suffer.
Gobe will be trending this
I
month.
know, right?
I
Oh,
see.
really?
Yes,
Anyway.
yes.
Oh, wow. So with the women, we are wasting our time eating the gobe. We should leave it for them.
Oh no! I mean, it also helps you produce quality eggs as well.
Oh, it does.
Yeah,
So it works both
ways.
ways.
Both ways.
I
Yes,
see.
yes. Basically, proteins do.
This is
Anyway.
scientifically tested.
Yes.
Beans.
Beans.
With Gary or without Gary?
Beans, Gary, the carbohydrates
Yeah.
part as well. The whole mixture with avocado.
You have to add
eggs.
avocado too.
I mean,
Are you put off alcohol maybe a few days to the time of donation or something?
well,
and cigarette smoking and all that.
all these things affects it affects testosterone levels, which directly affects sperm quality. So ideally, if you want to have like good quality sperm. You cut down on alcohol, you cut down on smoking, and you know, you exercise regularly, and you should be good to go.
And chopped onions also helps produce quality sperm.
Oh, really?
Really?
Is it true?
Probably. I don't know about that, but yeah, I think it
okay.
does.
There was actually a communique yesterday that came from one of the hospitals. Coco, please put that communique on the screen so we can talk to the young men out there. So like you rightly said, your phone was buzzing. The hospitals had too many calls from people or from gentlemen, from young men who wanted to donate sperms. This particular one came from Medifam, yes. And it reads, we have currently reached our threshold for voluntary sperm and egg donations. Please understand that we are not in need of additional donors at this time. We will inform the public when the need arises.
They were telling me in my DMs that it cast.
For those of you who have stopped betting and have been donating sperms, well, they are telling
they say betting is not a good thing, right? So
the
if
sperm,
you're donating,
it's better. You're procreating. You're helping.
Your chances of
multiply the
winning when it comes to betting
is low.
You can't even go to heaven because you're fulfilling
exactly.
Be fruitful and
Multiply.
multiply.
Abraham, are you considering?
Oh, personally, no.
Oh, you're beyond the age limit.
No. I'm
Okay.
not.
So you
I'm only 21. I'm only 21.
You're
lying.
21. He's not 21.
Oh, for those of us turning 21 this year, put your hands up.
Good morning, Robert. He was asking about the age limit, and when you mentioned that
29,
yeah, he said that
oh my goodness.
Thank you so much.
Good job you did.
So
Thank you
much.
for the
Thank you
insight
so
you
much.
brought this
Thank you so
morning.
much.
But yes, keep the conversation going. The hashtag is TV3Newday. Let's know what you think. Sefa is up next on TV3 Newday.